What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
2nd and 10 now. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll run here on 1st down. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So now a timeout for a player who's shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. Give for the first time to Rashad White. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Launches one deep downfield. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. He's going to throw this one. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. They come through with a massive gain there on 4th down, 24 yards, and it's a 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
To throw it on 1st down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. White. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Here we go. Here we go.
They send a man in motion. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready?
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Mustang 19. Ready?
Daniels from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He brings it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Nothing on that play, and now we have 2nd and goal.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
79 Broncos.
Now Daniels to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by White. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. And once again, they can't connect.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're going to take over with some excellent field position. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Ready. Bring it.
Shotgun shotgun snap to Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Akers. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! The Armadillos earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Armadillos tie this game 7-7. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, a run for White. And he has 7 on that run as we're down to the 2-minute warning. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. From the 37. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now looking to throw. Able to hit Palmer, complete. Rolling into enemy territory. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
And he gets him around 6 there. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. 2nd and 4. He's on the move. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
First and 10, looking to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Out of the gun, White. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 18 back.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Bucks get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Daniels now. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Come on, set. Hook.
It's an option to the left side. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 range, 70 range. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Set up. Go.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Remain Pratt with the play defensively. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Got it. Ready.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Set. Ready. Ready, Lion.
Man in motion here.
Set, go.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
The Buccaneers add another DB. 3rd down coming up.
Ready.
Throwing now, Daniels. It's taken in by Sinnott. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Akers has the touchdown. The Armadillos take the lead right away in half number 2. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Armadillos take a 4-point lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Only took him one play partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. First and 10, it's a give to White. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Let's go now.
Again, this is White. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand if thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's White again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Shotgun now on third. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked up by the defense. The 30. Gets the 10. And they'll return it for a touchdown. The Armadillos push their lead further to start the half. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. The give now to White. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Offense up to the line fast. Caught, nice gain left side. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
1st and 10 from the 41. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Okay, ready?
Ball on the 45. 1st and 10.
Come on, set!
Back to the well again. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, Daniels. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Roll! Set it!
give now to the running back. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Daniels from the pistol. Finds his man over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Go.
Running it after the penalty.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Set.
Receiver gets it on the handoff. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Armadillos now lead by 10. Not sure we can call these gadget plays anymore, partner. Not like we could in the early 2000s, right? Because receivers who can run it, well, they become an important part of many NFL offenses, especially down in the red zone.
And that's because the reality you face is there's only so many conventional plays. Really, there's only so many reps you can get in during the practice week, so many different opportunities and traditional sets. And when you got an outlier like this, when you got a wide receiver who can run it like a running back, it presents a whole nother set of issues for defenses.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Hey,
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got a man, Palmer has it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Austin. Buccaneers trailing by 11. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. to throw. And this one does not go far. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. From the 45 on second down. This ball's cut by Palmer. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Bouncing football, but it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning a game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, I guess sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. It's White on the give. And he can't find the lane before being wrapped up at the line. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Armadillos take over on his 5th interception of the season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
He throws a bullet down the... This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll give him a 1st down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. This one's caught. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Cowboy 80.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third and short, Daniels. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And there's our last-stand image of this game. It's intercepted. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they snag some much-needed momentum to end the regular season as they start looking ahead to their wild card contest next week. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Armadillos are your winners as we say so long from Austin.